Oh, hey, what's up? You shouldn't have caught me doing that. I mean, it's better than you seeing in my gimp swing, isn't it, really? Guys, welcome to the vlog. We're laughing. Today we're going to be talking about binge eating and negative associations with food. Now, if we look generally where they stem from, most of them stem from childhood. The way that we are treated and the way that we're taught to eat as a child. If you eat McDonald's 3 times a week because that's just the thing, that's what you do, you instill these behaviors in your mind of like, cool, this is just what we do, and you live throughout your whole childhood doing that, your pre-teens and then your teenage years, and then eventually going into an adult lifestyle, you will think that eating either McDonald's specifically or at least some kind of takeout fast food type meal is what you're supposed to do. They can also be created as we get older. You might find yourself in an environment where you have been single for a while, you've just fallen for a new partner, so kudos to you. And then every Friday night you just decide to get pizza because you have had a big week and pizza is just easy, it's cheap. You can sit down at home, watch a movie and just chill out with your new partner or potentially with your family if you've already got a family. That done over time, again, starts to set in this particular habitual behavior pattern. It feels comfortable. It's very satisfying, obviously. Love pizza, my favorite food, actually. You get this nice little hit of serotonin. Serotonin is our body's feel-good hormone. Generally, we crave carbohydrates and fats as well. Carbohydrates specifically contain and secrete a amino acid called tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor, meaning secreted before serotonin. Serotonin is our body's feel-good hormone. So what you're actually craving is that feel-good hit rather than the meal in food itself. You're craving that nice little hit of serotonin in the brain, even dopamine in the brain, the feel-good hormones. So those are how behaviors are instilled. But what we're going to go through in a second is how do we break them? How do we break those habits? Now, what you've got to remember is habits aren't just created overnight. They're created over a long process. Could be weeks, months, and even years. So they're going to take some time to be able to break. So now we're going to jump into how to break those habits. Now, here's what we're going to go through. Habits being broken and how we actually create new behaviors. So again, remembering that things take time. They've taken time to get to this point, so they're not going to just magically disappear overnight. It's like trying to set your car on fire, watch it blow up, and then saying to a mechanic, hey, I want you to fix this overnight. It's just never going to happen, right? It's just ridiculous. So don't think about your body that way. When habits are sort of created, we often look to stop and only focus on stopping the binge eating. Let's go for example, you might be the person that at 3 o'clock every day you have a cup of tea with your afternoon tea and you have a few biscuits, like 10 biscuits. All right. So in order to break that, what we might do is, okay, you enjoy that cup of tea, not too bad. It's just the excess biscuits that we're consuming. So we can basically take that cup of tea, take those biscuits and replace them with something else. So we might go, hey, I'm craving this thing. We'll get into craving in a second, but I'm craving this particular thing. Let me replace this with instilling a new habit. For me, from my experience, the best way to be able to break a habit is instilling a new one to replace that. Not so much focusing on only stopping it, but trying to focus on doing something that as a byproduct that habit will be broken. So cup of tea, having some fruit with that so that we're still consuming something. We might be hungry and we're able to back off those biscuits or essentially break those biscuit habit. But before you sort of get to that, I would be asking why you think you're craving that particular food. And generally it's we're lacking specific nutrients in the body. That's why we're craving something, because again, we want that hit. And a lot of the people, what I've found is that they are deficient in protein. They're not eating enough protein. Protein is the most satiating and it has the satiety effect of all the macronutrients. So if you're craving something in the afternoon, what I would try doing is having a protein source, either a larger protein source at lunchtime or even a protein-based snack around that 3 o'clock mark. For example, that could be a protein shake, it could be a protein ball, a protein bar, it could be a couple of eggs, something of that nature, something that's going to help you sort of blunt that craving receptor that we're feeling in our brain. Another example might be Friday night, as the idea that we used beforehand was the pizza at nighttime. Thinking, okay, why am I craving this particular food? Obviously, this behavior is being instilled, but instead of this pizza, let's try changing that. Let's try having some steak, sweet potatoes, and some vegetables. Very healthy food. Relatively low calorie, really high nutrient density. So we're getting all the nutrients that we would otherwise be craving, which is why we're trying to satisfy it with this particular pizza or this junk food, high trans fat like meal. And let's replace it with something that's going to be high amount of protein, a little bit of carbohydrates, and a lot of very fibrous vitamins and minerals from our vegetables. So to sort of sum it up, to break a habit, let's instill a new behavior. What I would love to know from you guys is, what habits and behaviors are you struggling with at the moment? What's your biggest hurdle, your biggest obstacle in life? Let us know in the comments below, and hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you want to optimize your health, fitness, and lifestyle and learn the tools and the tricks and the knowledge to be able to sustain a healthy and fit lifestyle, then please go check out my books on my website. As a loyal subscriber, you get a cheeky little discount. So I'll see you in there.